Welcome to Let's Play Devil Kings. Special guest star,
Charron.
Yeehaw!
So, what character are we going to take today?
I was thinking Red Minotaur.
Cool. I played with him a little while the other day. He's like running a steamroller, man. Once he starts going, he's hard to stop.
I shall spread across the land like wildfire.
Let's see what we got. We can go after Frost, Lark, Erdine. Yeah, that's about it. Frost, Lark, or Erdine.
Well, since I played around with the Frost battle, why don't we try something different? How about, who's this Erdine character?
This land will soon bow down to my might.
Have to go after Lark next. Lark looks like he might actually pose some sort of a challenge for him.
Lark and Bramble.
I noticed that there's a lot of pairings on this one with some of the characters.
What's that?
There's a lot of pairing with some of the characters.
Yeah.
Like Frost gets the Jiggly Queen there.
Yes, yes he does. And I will take his little Fury Gauge upper from the beginning. So we got extra attack, extra defense, and a full Fury Gauge to start the battle.
Oh, his Fury's wicked, man.
Since he has all the same cutscenes as Scorpio does, except for his ending, I'm going to skip him. Now, if I remember, when this guy swings his axe, it's like a damn fan blade, and it just blows wind as the axe swings.
Where are you hiding here, Dean?
Come to me if you don't value your life.
Okay.
Looks like right off the get-go he does uber damage with that thing.
Ah, that's what it is a fucking buff.
Not only is it a buff, it rains meteors for a few seconds afterwards, too.
The true might of your Dean's army.
Iron Ox.
Thank God. No, a million.
I think Red Minotaur will take short work of him if he can't move quick. It seems to be Minotaur's only weakness is quick movement.
Yeah, but one hit took a quarter of his health out, too.
Fall back. He's here. Win. Victory, Iron. The enemy trembles in your wake. Stop playing around. Block them.
Get rid of them guys before they can shoot anything. I hate archers. Like the most irritating part of the whole game.
Fist of North Star Ken's Rage. Rao, one of his abilities is, he makes him immune to arrows. So he just walks through them. And they tink off his skin. No, but I'm recording! Sorry, folks. That was my roommate.
I see enemies approaching!
Person. Yeehaw!
Which one? The one?
Right on my ass, too. What's that?
Which one? The one named after the mouse and, oh, I can't remember the name of that movie now.
The one whose name means 3.
Ah! He who is 3. Everything work out okay for him?
As far as I know. See, the other reason this guy's difficult, Charron, is at one point he becomes immune to melee attacks.
No! Protect the gate!
Oh, that's...
So you have to attack him in range.
Well, he's got that fireball thing, so...
Yeah.
No! Brilliant, my lord! You gleam like a morning star. We're being wiped out!
The throne is mine. Might be useful.
That no, looks like he keeps trying to get to where he can hit you so you can't hit him.
You may have come this far, but this is where you die.
Oh, good lord.
Hit the guys with the rocks. I really do. They're almost as irritating as the arrow guys.
We ride the iron army to victory! I have no need of gates anyway.
See what I mean? That's after, like, what, 3 hits? That was near
Finish them
full.
off!
Might be useful.
We'll see if I iron off this side to the end. Iron off! Defensive mode!
And then Irda, who's far easier than Inox. It's based on Tokugawa. EAS.
You're not going anywhere!
Wait, not EAS. There's no such person. Just Tokugawa something. Can't remember his first name. Still there, Charron?
Yep, still here.
Okay.
Watching you beat the snot out of Rodon.
He hit me like a dozen times right there, and it barely did anything.
Well, Iron Ox is... Well, not Iron Ox, but the Red Minotaur is a friggin' tank, man. If you get him to do that one swing, he can hit opponents where they're still laying flat on the ground. Or he slams it on the ground, overhead.
This one?
Yeah. But why I like his attack is it's like 2 attacks, because you make him swing, and he swings that sucker, and then he swings it back the other way for ready. And you usually get 2 attacks in 1 button press.
Yeah.
The iron arm! How does it see?
I'm too good for you, Captain.
Have you no mercy?
They kind of got you surrounded.
There is no surrender. I will issue in a new age.
Ooh, health and a fury drive. You're making quick work of Mr. Iron Ox.
That's the first time I ever beat that summons.
I told you. Red Minotaur's a steamroller. Once you get him going, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Apparently he just decided not to do his cheating bullshit he does in other...
Well, it looks like the conversation they were having, people were shocked that he actually heard Iron Ox, so...
And as you can see, beating Iron Ox gives you a huge motherfucking bonus.
Yeah, 200 EP.
200 EP. 1,800. That's just from the money.
Oh, that's just from the spoils. 18. Okay.
Yes, special bonus, defeat Iron Ox. 1,800 experience.
We'll go back in there and beat on him some more.
I have learned Wildfire.
Can't wait till I can get a hold of me another PlayStation 2, because playing games on the emulator kind of a pain in the butt, because you gotta constantly adjust the dang thing.
Yeah.
Although it is easy enough to pull the BIOS off your PlayStation and use it like you're supposed to.
We got Frost, Orwick, Lark, and Marie. Let's see.
That's about Marie.
The journey has begun.
That's supposed to be a dude or a chick, by the way.
That is supposed to be a dude.
So he's into kabuki, huh?
Apparently. A flaming punch. Every version I've seen of him has the kabuki mask thing on, though.
Actually, I think that's supposed to be paint. I'm not sure.
Or, you know, mask paint stuff things. Potatoes, tomatoes. Funny part is,
Crush your fear. Advance.
the guy who Murray is based off of is supposed to be allied with the guy Red Minotaur is based off of.
They might have felt that the way they designed Red Minotaur, he was good enough to stand on his own, though. You gotta admit, a guy with an axe bigger than him strikes quite a intimidating pose when he could swing it around like he does.
Which is nowhere near what he looks like in real life, but yeah. 'Cause in real life, I think his name was Shingen Takeda. He was a very heavy set man.
Look quite the ladies guy, huh?
He's a new power. Sets him on fire and knocks him back.
The other things that the other characters I hate having to come across in this game are the guys with guns, because they don't really damage the Red Minotaur,
to knock you down.
but they
So it's just about anybody to get a good hit or two on you.
arrows, they're just like the arrows. They're more irritating than they are damaging or anything. But that and the poison breeding ninjas or something I find irritating.
About that ability Rao has on the Fist of the North Star, it makes you immune to traps too. So you can walk through like the poisoned water and all of that stuff, and it does nothing to it.
Like that as a range attack, it hits the guy and he flies up in the air. I notice it doesn't seem to take him an awful lot of work to go through stuff, though. And those guys with the big iron balls on the end of the sticks, I think they're supposed to be some sort of mace. You can usually take them out in like a hit or two.
Yeah, and he has hit points to take hits, too. Unlike certain other women I could mention.
Are you talking about Lady Butterfly?
Maybe.
I don't know if I'm good enough at playing this game to try her yet. I know Red Minotaur was pretty easy to get going.
All you have to do is find a stage that you can actually beat with her. And keep doing that stage over and over and over again.
I just gotta learn to stop loaning stuff out. That's my problem.
What's that?
It says I just gotta learn to stop loaning stuff out.
Loaning stuff out.
Yeah, like games and game systems. That's what's happened to most of mine in the past. Is let a friend borrow it. I put it back and certain parts don't work no more, or you can't plug the controller in, and they mysteriously don't know what happened to it.
My men are being slaughtered. Someone destroy quickly now!
And everybody likes to throw away stuff nowadays. I've been trying to find another PlayStation 2, say the eyes busted or something on it. I can take the control ports off it and put it on mine.
Yes, when I was living with my mom, I had a PS2 that the only thing wrong with it was the eye.
Oh, those are
But
easy to fix.
she chucked it without me knowing it, so I do not have access to that anymore.
You take an old Sony PlayStation, not old Sony PlayStation, but an old Sony DVD player, and you just take the whole setup out, and you can usually hook it up and set. Well, you could the older PlayStations. I don't know about the newer slim ones, but I know you can.
Well, it was an older one. The one I had was one of the big fat ones.
Heck, I kept my PlayStation 1 running for a really long time. It was one of the ones that had the serial port in the back, where when you got the Game Shark port, it plugged into the back instead of going in the disc slot. I can't count how many times I wore out the eye or the motor, and all you had to do is just take a old CD Walkman and take the old Sony Walkman and take the CD stuff out, put it in the PlayStation. It worked fine.
You see why I do not like Iron Ox? I have not really picked up many healing items in this one, and I'm almost at full health. You just plow through the enemies. You take Iron Ox, and I almost died a couple of times on that stage. And it's only because of him, too. Because he's a bastard.
Aha! Who do you think I am?
Yeah, but it didn't look like Red Minotaur had an awful heavy-duty problem with Red Ox. Oh, it's an interesting quote right there.
What did you say?
Body by body, and rise to the throne. Evidently, his theory is if you can't join them, if they won't join you, beat them and stack them up like cardboard. Oh, I see that. Mary's a dirty fighter, isn't he? He just hit you in the back.
Yeah, for the most part. In this one, he fights with fans. In the other one, I believe he uses a ball. With samurai arms. And if you've noticed, Murray's element is fire, just like the Minotaur's.
I don't know, Mary. I wouldn't keep talking. You're kind of low on health there.
According to a FAQ, Murray's spot is the spot where you go to grind. Because you can get up to 12 treasures and there's only one boss to fight.
Only the strong survive.
And with Red Minotaur,
Yes.
it don't take very long.
This is where I've beaten that particular map with Lady No because that's where I used to grind her up.
I think I was at almost 1,000 slain when I was playing with Red Minotaur, and I went through Frost's stage.
You know?
The enemies there are pretty weak. Frost was a pain in the butt because he moves so quick. It's like swing and miss and swing and miss and swing and miss.
Mm-hmm.
Then you hit him and it like cripples him.
Yep. Let's see, we got Ark, Warwick, Frost, and Devil King.
About Orwick, just because he looks kind of like a dwarf. Doesn't he?
Wars are meant to be fought on foreign
I guess
soil.
a little bit, maybe.
Well, couldn't you imagine like a dwarf from Dungeons and Dragons from Eastern civilization looking kind of like that? We got the pointy beard and the Fu Manchu going, and
I suppose.
I think that's another problem I had when I was younger, is I was more than happy to sell the old system to get the new system.
Yeah. And then a lot of the times, unless you had lots of games for the new system, it wasn't worth getting.
Or unless you could afford at least a game or two for the new system, it wasn't worth getting.
Yeah.
Ancestors,
No offense
I shall
to
offer you the
Mario.
screams of
Or
our
whatever
foe.
game comes with. They don't really do that anymore.
No, you gotta buy a game nowadays. Used to come
Back
with
in the day, you always got a game with your system. Unless you bought the special pack that didn't have it.
like if you bought the Sega Master System, you could buy
Game with
the
like Sonic 2.
yeah, but you could buy it. So you got
Then Nintendo had like Mario or Mario and Duck Hunt.
and then later on you could purchase it with Zelda and stuff like that. I bought the sports package. Mine came with Field and Track 2 and the the little running thing.
The little pad.
Yeah, the little pad that you ran
God,
out.
I fucking hated that thing.
I had a ball with that thing. The most useless controller they ever made was the Power Glove.
But it looks so cool.
That really worked with it right. And usually you were supposed to be able to use it with regular games, but usually you got irritated enough that by the time you had made it through the first level, you'd taken the glove off and was just using the controller that was on top of it. The U-Force, which came out a little later, worked a little bit better than the Power Glove.
Yeah.
But after the Power Glove thing, I kind of shied away from wireless controllers for a little while. I got one for Christmas one year, but I only used it a couple times. It seemed like it ate batteries more than anything else.
What's funny is, at GameStop you get these gamer card things, and you can get points, and one of the things you can spend points on is you can get a Power Glove without any of the sensors or anything.
So kind of something to look...
I'm just thinking, is the only point of that just to have the Power Glove?
Mm-hmm.
At that point, you go to eBay or something and find one.
Well, heck, you could probably go to freecycle.org. That's how I replaced my GameCube. It got all smashed up when I let the kids use it. Yeah, still. Because from the time the thing came out, as long as I had it, it probably got smashed by the kids. And they insisted it was an accident, but that thing fell off the top of the TV. It fell off from the entertainment center. It fell off from dressers and tables. Most of the time it fell.
First PlayStation breaking was an accident. If you consider dogs almost on purpose ripping things apart, not actually an accident.
Somebody didn't feel that was getting enough attention.
What? Already a
Blow up the Colossus City. Kind of hard not to notice their officers, huh? Of this particular group.
You've noticed it's kind of got an Egyptian feel to it.
You have opened the path.
Yeah, open the what?
Yeah.
I haven't done jack shit yet.
You killed a bunch
We're
of
gonna get
people.
the bomber guys over here first.
Yeah, but you killed a
This
bunch.
has got to be one of the more interesting levels.
So the little dude with the giant bomb strapped on his back can walk in there. This has to be one of the better fighter games as far as story goes.
What's that?
It says this has to be one of the better fighter-based games as far as storyline goes. Tekken's not too bad because each character has an individual story thing going on, but they're really just trying to see who's the best fighter in the whole world. And that's about it.
Energize is kind of neat.
Yeah, her guys was pretty cool. I played the little RPG portion that came with it, the little dungeon crawler, more than
I was horrible at that.
But usually most fighters that you play, it's like a button masher. This one's kind of you got extra stuff you can do in the levels. You don't just gotta slaughter people.
Well, this one's probably the worst as far as extra stuff to do besides slaughtering things.
But I actually like the extra stuff, so...
Yeah.
Of course, then again, I still think the best fighter-based RPG was River City Ransom.
Yeah. You leave my demolition guy alone. He's gonna blow up you all, because I don't like it. It's in my way.
Hey, it's the spit...
And wall is gone! Boom. Exactly. Exactly, game. Good game. Way to say it, game.
Would have been cool if they would have shown people flying away from the blast. From the looks of it, though, this tends to tax the PlayStation 2 a little bit in spots.
Yeah. It is.
That's probably why getting the games to work on the emulator is so fun. You gotta keep constantly testing for different games.
It was one of the games that came out before the PS3 did, so they were pushing it until their next thing came out.
There was one for the Super Nintendo that they made that was a fighter, and it really pushed stuff. Everything just went in slow motion when you played it.
Yeah. I like how their assassins all look like bird people. Or the ninjas. Gotta admit, they did put some good music in it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of games now, they just got music. This actually has some decent music.
I think I got my configuration problem figured out for the emulator, though.
Oh, that's good.
Dig out some of my old PlayStation 2 games and I can play them now. I just, once I get it configured to work with, I copy the configuration file and paste it in the folder, and I name it for whatever game I need it for, and then when I need to use it, I just rename it as the config file for the emulator. I still got Bleem. Got it in a box and everything. Bleem! For the PlayStation, when just a bit before they came out with the little chintzy PS1 deal. The original PlayStation. They made a computer program called Bleem that you could buy. And you had to download all the different things, updates for it, so it could play the different games. So it'd have the configuration built in and everything. I still got it. Unfortunately, it doesn't work with anything newer than Windows XP. I can't get my copy of Bleem to work for nothing with my Windows 7.
Yeah. I like how the little meter was hidden as you're running in case everything.
Whack that dude so he doesn't get you with that stalactite. What it looks like he's holding it.
I just got some big rock and I'm going to hit you with it. No, I'm gonna chop your belly with my axe and you'll bleed to death.
Those guys...
Hey, shit.
Now we have a test.
You know, they should have some Celts in here somewhere, so that'd be kind of cool.
Wince at the power of the Ulrich family!
His freaking weapon looks just weird. It's like a fish's nightmare.
I was gonna say, it looks
It's
like...
got like hooks and jagged shit on it, and it's like, my god, man, what the hell?
It looks like a combination staff, trident, and kama. Of course, this is the part where you find out he's the toughest character to fight in the whole game because he's an old guy and he's crafty. I get a real kick out of these games because I'm a big fan of cheesy kung fu movies. So far,
I think his is ice. I think his element's ice. Not saying it's because he just forced me into a solid block of ice for a couple seconds here while beating the shit out of me. But I'm thinking his is ice.
well, he really takes damage from the flavor thing.
Decent number of treasure boxes. My ancestors!
Only the strong.
I always thought that'd be interesting to see versus some of the samurai and ninja stuff.
You know.
Group of kids tearing through with their claymores.
God damn it.
Stuff that's discarded because it's not as good as what you got.
Yeah.
They need to give you like a Final Fantasy infinite bag of holding.
Yeah, but why would you use something weaker than what you got?
Yeah, but then you find the item that gives you more things that you can equip on your person. And then you walk into battle and you look like you're wearing more bling than a rap star.
Yeah. Let's see, we got Devil King, Lark, and Frost.
Well, if you fight Frost, you gotta fight Bouncy Chick.
Yeah.
But his level will give you a lot of experience.
So what say you?
Go for Frost.
The journey
Just
has
remember
begun.
to dodge when he starts spinning.
Yeah. Once again, same cutscene as Scorpio's cutscenes. So I skip it.
Hey, I dug out my old Saturn and got it working.
Did you?
Yeah. It's crying shame I don't have any games for the thing.
You know?
It was one of those things that when you bought it, you were usually so broke that you had to rent games for it.
Yeah.
The earth trembles at every stomp of the Minotaur's feet.
The heavens are with me.
Very good system.
It's time to fight back.
System. Name of it. One that came out after Dream Station. Yeah. Oh, Dreamcast. That's what.
What a magnificent show of swordplay!
Swordplay? Seriously, game? Swordplay? Do you have them say that instead of just about anything else? I think there's maybe 2 characters out of the entire 12 that use swords.
The Northern Gods with each and every one of us today.
I think there's more spear users than there are sword users.
Maybe it was lost in translation.
Maybe.
Might be useful.
I see enemies approaching!
I know they don't have a word for backpack. And so backpack is backpack. I think when I played, I went through and I cleared all the soldiers out before I went to the thing, but it didn't seem to help any because it still overpowered my army a little bit.
How much you want to bet? Put that down there. A little, I guess it'd be a headset or something? I'm not sure.
Samurai's helmet?
Sure, we'll go with that. It's a kabuto. I like it.
Okay.
I believe that's what they call them. How much you want to bet that's not Frost?
Oh, it's Frost. With a surprise. And then he runs like a little schoolgirl.
That throne is as good as
They got
mine.
chasing him around the level. And he's a fast little guy.
Another one would be useful.
From my understanding, the guy who they based
You
him
should
on
leave
is really
before my
not
sword
like
ends up in your
this.
chest.
He's not effeminate. He's actually really gritty and gritty looking. Well, he is.
Must seize this moment of victory. One of us will die.
Prepare to feel the full force of the Minotaur!
Did you really think you could kill him?
No! Frost Fist is dead.
He's not even here.
Or not.
I will protect him at any cost. I have something important to protect.
Calm down, jiggly bits.
Oh no! That's the key! No, not like this! Do your work, but the victory is already mine.
If you want frost, you'll have to get through me.
Fine, I will defeat you.
You are quite the ninja.
People who argue she's a ninja, there's your proof. He just called her a ninja.
No. My angel of the blade.
She didn't use a blade, she used bladed yo-yos, yes. By the way, what is up with chicks in fighting games using bladed yo-yos?
Actually, I think there's a special name for those. I don't think they're actually yo-yos, but...
I will make a name.
Because,
Yoko was originally a weapon, though.
There are no reinforcements.
Yeah. In Urgeis, Yoko uses
My lord,
bladed yo-yo. In Fist of the North Star, Miriyama uses bladed yo-yos.
Trying to figure out how you keep them suckers under control, because it's either going to cut the rope or cut your hand.
And now we fight.
I will grant you peace in carnage.